Hi, I'm Robert Burns with Gravotech. Today I'd like to show you how easy it is to make an ADA sign using an LS900 with the auto raster system. Laying out an ADA compliant sign with Gravostyle is quick and easy. All I need to do is give it a width of the sign I would like to make. So this sign is 7.875 by 3.875. I'm going to, well, that's 3.75, 875. There you go. I'm going to tell it that I want all my margins to be 5/8 of an inch. That makes the sign compliant. You can't, 625. Can't engrave, or the edge of the sign or the letter on the sign can't be any closer to the edge than 5/8 of an inch. And you hit check. Here I am. I'm going to give it a letter height. Now the minimal letter height in ADA, to be ADA compliant, is 5/8, 0.625. And I'm going to tell it that what's nice now is I can use any TrueType font that is compliant. I'm going to pick, I always like to use Arial Black, and I'm going to type in storeroom. Okay, now I need to convert that to grade 2 Braille. So all I do is highlight it. I go into my professional tools and click my Braille wizard. It'll ask me if I want to keep the original text or not, and I do. It's going to create another toolpath for my Braille, and I'm going to hit check, and here you go. So when I go to engrave it, all I do is go up to my machining icon. I'll go to Toolpath Select, and what I do is I always send over my raised letter first. If this was a whole matrix of plates, I could send them all the raised letters at one time and then send all the Braille at one time. Once it finishes, I go back and send over the Braille. And it'll automatically tell me how fast it needs to go, how quick the cutter needs to raise and fall. If there's any doubt as to what you're doing, you can also hit preview at any time and see what's being sent to the machine. I'm going to, there's my dot pattern, and that's about it. Once you've laid out your sign, you need to assemble your the sign itself. Use 2 pieces of Gravotech. The back piece doesn't have to be Gravotech, but the raised letter really should be. Today's sign is going to be black and white. The cap sheet here needs to be 1/32 of an inch thick to meet compliance. I'm just going to, it has a time release adhesive on the back. Peel away the back and stick it to the surface. I'm going to engrave through it, and that'll give me my raised letters. I'm using Gravotech on the table so that I don't have to use any kind of a clamping system, and I just stick it down. First off, I send over the raised letter itself, this storeroom. I have a stencil cutter that's going all the way through. I set it at about 40,000 feet. So if you go through the 32nd inch cap sheet and about go anywhere from 4,000 to 8,000 into the core, into the white here. That cuts all the way through the adhesive so that I get a real good cut. Got real firm contact with the depth nose on the surface so that it presses down and really seals the letters to the core. Next, I'll weed away the background, and I would switch out my cutter. I would put the one designed with the right tip size for drilling the holes for the Braille beads, and and send over my next layer, or send over the braille. Now it's engraving the holes for the beads. It just takes a second. And then once it finishes, it prompts me on my controller to drop my auto raster pin, and you just hit check. I was going to say a whole lot more fun than using the hand method to insert each and every bead. Next, I would weed away the centers and have a nice looking sign without a whole lot of problem. What you really want to do with these multiple signs. By using the matrix function or feature in the software, I can go ahead and set up several signs at one time, and give it each sign could say something different, and it would do right here. I said it would be to set up 4 at one time. This table size being 17 by 25 and a half, depending on the size that you want to make, will do a bunch of signs. That's how easy it is.